This is Kardec Radio bringing you the talk, the dynamics of our sixth sense, psychic and mediumistic phenomena in the light of Spiritism, given by Divaldo P. Franco, Brazilian medium and speaker. This partial audio recording will cover Chapter 10, A Questions and Answers. Enjoy. After the second break, the public asked the following questions of Divaldo Franco. 1. Mr. Franco, how do I help my husband attain peace and happiness? Also, my daughter suffers from chemical depression. How can I help her? The best way to help a young woman who suffers from chemical dependencies is to offer her both the conventional medicine and also the therapy of passes. But it is very important that she wish to free herself. If she doesn't want to free herself, there is no means by which that will happen. The best way to help your husband be happy is to love him and to be patient with him, because we cannot be happy for someone who does not want to be happy. There are many people who are happy through suffering. They are masochists. They call attention to themselves by making others suffer. Thus they also become sadistic, and then they feel well. Try to love him. When he is sleeping, put your hand over his forehead and transmit bioenergy so that he may feel strengthened. If he awakens and asks what you are doing, just say that you are caressing him. You can also help him by loving him a little bit more. Number 2. Divaldo, why have you never learned to speak English? Surely it would have enabled you to do much more. Thank you. I speak English very well. Applause. My problem is not about being able to speak English. It's about you not understanding my English. Once I asked the spirits if I should study English. I love the English language. And they said, no. I then asked, why not? The whole world speaks English. They replied, but if you learn English, you will not speak as properly as the translator Daniel Benjamin, and afterwards you will speak in other countries. It is much easier to find a good translator than for you to speak several languages perfectly. Last May, I traveled for 37 days in 13 countries in Europe. I gave lectures in 23 different cities. For 2 days I spoke in Helsinki, Finland. 2 days later I was in Warsaw, Poland. 2 days later I was in Budapest, Hungary. The next day I was in Prague in the Czech Republic. A day later I was in Slovakia. The following day I was in Vienna, Austria, then Paris, Brussels, and London. It would be impossible to speak perfectly all those languages. Since my interpreters are excellent, I left English for my following reincarnation. Number 3, Divaldo, what can we pray or do to protect ourselves from those spirits that abuse us? Try to guide those negative thoughts toward new positive thoughts. Many people say, I cannot think of elevated things. That is a mental vice. Correct it. Every time you have a negative thought, replace it with something positive. After a few days training yourself to do this, it will be easier for you to think of good things. Those negative spirits won't find means to penetrate. Our minds are a dynamo that generates energy. We tune in certain levels according to the way we are thinking. The bad spirits are in lower bands. When we think negatively, we open a gap for this tuning to happen. When we mentally and morally elevate ourselves, they cannot reach us. We can do this through meditation, yoga, prayer, practice of goodness, forgiveness, and love, which provides us with the tools that elevate us to higher levels. So, that is really a mental exercise that has to take place. Number 4, Mr. Franco, what is the best way to help bring peace to earth through mediumship? Thank you. Being a medium, you are an instrument of life. UNESCO in the year 2000 launched a peace manifest which says the following: be a pacifier, be in peace. Do not allow yourself to be contaminated by disturbances from others. Whatever happens, be at peace. As Gandhi used to say, if only one person loves, then the world will be a better place. To be continued in Chapter 10b.